Ever dreamt of traveling without ever packing and unpacking? Of watching the world glide by your window while sipping wine on the deck? That's the magic of a river cruise. From ancient wonders to lush valleys, river cruising lets you experience the world at a gentle, unhurried pace. So grab your imaginary passport and come aboard. Today, we're counting down the top 10 river cruise destinations for 2025. Let's start at number 10. If you're into misty mornings, golden pagodas, and floating peacefully past teakwood villages, the Irrawaddy River might be calling your name. Sailing between Mandalay and Bagan, you'll witness over 2,000 ancient temples rising from the plains. The experience feels like time travel, if time travel came with air conditioning and afternoon tea. Myanmar is slowly opening back up to tourism, and cruising the Irrawaddy gives you a gentle, immersive way to explore its culture, history, and warm-hearted locals. Pro tip: sunsets over Bagan's temples? Next level. Welcome to the Douro, where the hills are steep, the wine is strong, and the scenery is pure screensaver. This river winds through Portugal's famous wine country, from Porto to the Spanish border. Think vineyard terraces, centuries-old quintas, that's fancy Portuguese for wineries, and Baroque villages you'll swear were designed by a romance novelist. And yes, port wine tastings are basically mandatory. Douro cruises are less about big cities and more about soul-stirring landscapes and local charm. Small towns, big flavor. If you think river cruises are just for Europe, think again. The mighty Mississippi is an all-American classic. Whether you're cruising from New Orleans to Memphis or all the way up to Minnesota, you'll pass antebellum mansions, jazz joints, Civil War sites, and the occasional steamboat paddle wheel. It's Mark Twain meets Southern hospitality. Add in some gumbo, blues music, and mint juleps, and you've got yourself a cruise that's both nostalgic and full of surprises. Bonus: no passport needed if you're from the US, the Volga, Russia's longest river and a floating showcase of imperial history, Soviet relics, and onion-domed churches. Cruising from Moscow to St. Petersburg, you'll dock in storybook towns like Yaroslavl and Kazan, where every church looks like a Fabergé egg come to life. Between vodka tastings, balalaika performances, and palace tours, this cruise feels like stepping inside a Russian novel, minus the existential dread. And yes, you can absolutely Instagram those palaces. They're basically made for it. The Yangtze is no ordinary river. It's China's powerhouse, spiritually and literally. And cruising through the Three Gorges? Nothing short of epic. This journey takes you past sky-piercing cliffs, ancient pagodas perched on hillsides, and small villages clinging to the banks like time forgot them. You'll also see the Three Gorges Dam, the largest hydroelectric project in the world. A true wow moment, even if you're not into civil engineering. Cultural excursions include visits to temples, markets, and yes, pandas may be involved. If castles, vineyards, and medieval towns are your vibe, you'll love the Rhine. This iconic river flows through Switzerland, Germany, France, and the Netherlands, and is pretty much a best of Europe itinerary. Cruising past Rhine Gorge, you'll spot over 40 castles, each looking like it was pulled from a Disney storyboard. Towns like Cologne and Heidelberg offer Gothic cathedrals and cobblestone charm by the boatload. And yes, beer and bratwurst are very much on the menu. Prost! Now for something tropical, colorful, and delightfully chaotic. The Mekong River. Stretching from Ho Chi Minh City into the heart of Cambodia, this cruise is a sensory adventure. Floating markets buzz with life, rice paddies stretch to the horizon, and monks in saffron robes offer blessings as you pass. You'll visit ancient temples, traditional villages, and the hauntingly beautiful ruins of Angkor Wat. It's part spiritual journey, part street food safari. If you love spicy noodles, warm smiles, and authentic culture, this is your cruise. The Danube is basically the Beyoncé of European rivers. It's elegant, iconic, and runs through 10 countries, more than any other river in the world. Sail from Budapest to Vienna to Bratislava and beyond, and you'll feel like royalty in every port. The cities? Gorgeous. The architecture? Grand. The schnitzel? Surprisingly life-changing. Danube cruises balance old-world charm with modern comfort. Think waltzing in Vienna one day and exploring medieval castles the next. Also, Vienna has cake. Enough said. Into the wild we go. Next stop, the Amazon. This isn't your typical river cruise. Here, you're floating through the largest rainforest on Earth, where pink dolphins swim beside your boat and howler monkeys give the morning wake-up call. You'll explore remote jungle lodges, indigenous villages, and wildlife-rich tributaries. It's a front-row seat to one of the planet's most biodiverse ecosystems. Just don't forget your bug spray and your sense of adventure. And now, for the grand finale, the Nile River, Egypt's eternal lifeline. Cruising the Nile is like paging through a living history book. From Luxor to Aswan, you'll see ancient temples, desert landscapes, and monuments that have stood tall for over 3,000 years. Walk among the columns of Karnak, marvel at the tombs in the Valley of the Kings, and stand before the temple of Abu Simbel, carved straight into rock. The Nile isn't just a river, it's a time machine. One that comes with rooftop pools and nightly belly dancing. And there you have it, the top 10 river cruise destinations for 2025. Whether you're drawn to ancient wonders, natural beauty, or just the joy of watching the world drift by, there's a river out there with your name on it. Which one will you cruise first? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your favorite travel buddy. Until next time, smooth sailing!